Hi everybody, Natasha here from Kimberley Jaegers, and I'm over here at the Stories of Female Leadership with Jawan in beautiful Port Douglas, Queensland, and I found a Kimberley woman named Tonii Skeen, or commonly known as Wajayi in our community. Hi Tonii.
Hey
How
Tash.
are you?
I'm solid.
Yes, you surely are solid. Now tell us a little bit about who are you, where you're from?
Yep, so my name is Tonii Skeen, more known as Wajayi, and you know, through my mother I'm Yaru, Jabba Jabba, Badi and Bunaba, and through my father I am also Badi Jawi, Nyigana and Jaru, so
Related to half the Kimberley.
yeah, I feel like I'm the definition of a Kimberley girl.
You are.
But you know, that's who I am, and you know, I was born in Halls Creek.
Yep.
I'm a Scorpio.
Yep.
But I
Strong young leader.
I grew up most of my life and work life living in Broome.
Yeah, fantastic. What do you do now? Where are you based and what are you doing?
Yep. So today in
Yep.
2022,
Yep.
I am the Empowered Young Leaders Coordinator for the West Kimberley region.
Yep.
And so Empowered Young Leaders is a project that's been recently funded under the commitment to youth and well-being, to
Yep.
Aboriginal youth and well-being.
Yep.
And basically what the Empowered Young Leaders project is to establish a governance structure across the Kimberley region for young black people to have a voice regardless of who they are and where they're from.
Yeah.
And so by doing that is establishing formal place-based decision-making processes.
Yep.
So, you know, there's nothing about us without us. So, you know, when it comes to consultation, co-design, collaboration,
Yeah.
that you actually speak to young people
Yeah.
about what those issues are
Yeah.
and what those solutions are. Because where the problem lies, so does the solution.
Yeah.
By establishing this part of work, you know, and we have set clear governance structures and processes, we the ultimate goal is within the next 3 years is to become the independent peak body for Kimberley Aboriginal young people.
Yeah.
But it'll be run by Kimberley Aboriginal young people and for Kimberley Aboriginal young people.
Yeah.
So our governance structure, our cultural governance structure, will be made up of cultural blocks.
Yep.
And this project will be led for young people and by young people in the Kimberley region.
Amazing.
Which I guess leads me to talking about my why and you know, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I've been working in this particular space I think since 2014.
Yep.
And so that's about 8-9 years now worth of work that's been happening. But my why leads me to, you know, I like many other young people have lived a life of you know, disadvantage, not dysfunction.
Yeah.
You know, family domestic violence, seeing drugs and alcohol. But from a very young age, you know, when I was 10, I decided that I would never drink alcohol or smoke.
Yeah.
And, you know, I decided that I wanted to become, today I stand as, you know, a product of my choices and not my circumstances.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And so that's my why and my biggest, you know, I guess, motivator or my biggest, you know, message to young people out there is to not let society or, you know, the life that you are living define who you are and what you want to be.
Yeah.
Because, you know, in a past life, not in a past life, but, you know,
the past?
Yeah, you know, in the past, my mum left the Kimberley region with 5 of us kids in red and white stripy bags on a Qantas airplane to relocate over to Sydney to start a whole new life.
Yeah.
You know, many years later, 4 years ago, I moved back to Sydney to work at one of the big 4 banks, and not just the bank, but the headquarters of the bank, and did a reverse secondment with the Commonwealth Bank headquarters.
Yeah.
And was immersed into the corporate life. So, you know, and that was a product of, you know, the choices that I wanted to make.
Yeah, absolutely. So exciting, so good. Keep up your wonderful work. Thank you so much for all that you're doing and the example that you're being in our community as well, Tonii. And wish you all the very best. And watch out for Tonii in the future. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.